Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fiore Boys Racing Channel. I'm John, and this is my hill climb sprint car. I've been out of action for a little bit. I went to the PRI show and had a blast with my buddy Alec. Talked to a lot of manufacturers. I got to talk to Robin Shute, actually, the four-time King of the Mountain of Pikes Peak, and he gave me some pointers and some tech info that I was really struggling with. Really great guy, and he's got an awesome machine. You guys should really check out his channel. It's called the Sendy Club. Look it up on YouTube, obviously. But enough of that stuff. I'm going to turn this camera around. I'm going to show you what I got going on. As you can see here, I've started to disassemble the solenoid and undo all the wiring for the electric shifter kit. I talked, as I said before, to Robin Shute, and I asked him specifically about what I should be doing with this shifter. I had an electric shifter where we have the electric solenoid right there, and I explained to him what was going on and the issues that we were having, and he said that he had come across the same issues in the past with his previous car, and that he switched over to a pneumatic system, and that's what we're going to go to. We're going to go to an air shifter, and it's going to be triggered electronically, with both these buttons, and I might even add paddle shifters, because I can actually wire it to do both. Now you can see here, this white wire here goes to the ECU, and that is the wire that is signaling the ECU to kill its timing for the gear changes. Now I also have, with the air operation going in here, I'm going to have a line that goes all the way up to the throttle body here, and I'll have to make a mounting plate, but I have a ram solenoid, I guess you could call it, but basically what that will do is hit this throttle body and blip the throttle. So it'll be, they call it an auto blip, and what that will allow me to do is downshift without having to use the clutch. It'll also help pretty much everything in the drivetrain. So more on that to come. That is coming in from Slovenia. The parts for the air shifter, most of them will be here tomorrow. It's going to be the 22nd of December tomorrow. And once those get in here, I can start mounting this stuff up, and that's what this is for. But there is one thing I'm going to be waiting on, and that's the actual pneumatic cylinder itself. So the thing that is the actual shifter. I don't need that to get started, but I definitely am going to need it hopefully here pretty soon, so that we can, if we get any opportunities to test, that we can do that. Now, onto this piece here. So this is going to mount on the other side of this fire bottle here, and it's going to stand up just like that. Now, I'm going to have to shorten it up a little bit, and I'm going to shorten it up on this side here, and what I'll do is I'll cut this down, and it'll have a tab that will lay on top of that bar going across there, and then I will mount it to that bar somehow, and then I will have something to mount it on this bar in the rear. So as you can see, it's a little bit long right now. What this is actually one of the corners that I cut off from the fuel cell, and I think it's going to work well when I repurpose it for this. So I'm going to have the air bottle here, and I'm going to have the compressor right here, and then over here, depending on how much room I have, or packaging wise, I will also have my air regulator and anything else that pertains to the air system. On the back side of this, I'm going to have this guy here, which is actually the ear off of a bird cage off of a regular sprint car. And this will mount back here, and the pneumatic cylinder will go on here. And so this will all be one package. All I'll have to do is disconnect the front part from the actual transmission itself, and then maybe a couple connections, and then the bolts from in here, and the whole package can come out as one. So that is the idea. I'm not sure if it's actually going to work out. We'll have to do some test fitting and all that stuff once that stuff gets here. But I'm looking forward to putting that all together and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it operates. So I've been doing a lot of research on settings for the front end, and it turns out that I've been running way too aggressive of camber. So I need to pull these sleeves out. This is how I adjust my camber. I wanted to show you guys this. But they do get kind of in there pretty good when you run them for a little while. So I'll have to pop those out. But in the meantime, I pulled this off to kind of show you what was going on in here. And that I'm going from about 1.5 degrees to about 0.5 degrees. From what I read, for a road-going vehicle, you actually want to run positive camber with a straight axle. And if you are in a performance setting, negative half of degree. So I'm going to be adding these in, and these are different. You see how they're drilled eccentrically, but these will give me that setting of half a degree of camber. And we're going to try that out, see how that works. What I've noticed driving the car is that it is pretty twitchy, and I think this is going to help calm that down, as well as another thing that I'm going to be buying here pretty soon that will help that a lot. And I'm going to save that information for now for a future episode. But in the meantime, I wanted to show you guys this and how it kind of works while it's apart. So as you can see, I got that down in there. Now I'm just going to slide this over that. This is the spindle here, and it uses a kingpin. There's the kingpin right here. That's the nut that goes on the bottom side of it. And I just got it propped up on here, sitting on the brake, and it makes it easier for when I swap out these sleeves. But I'm going to put this all back together, and I'm going to do the same thing to that side, and that's going to wrap this up. I've been working on something that I picked up and ordered after PRI because it's pretty freaking awesome. So switching over to the air shifter system, this is an air actuated auto blip, and the air will plumb into the back side of this. There's no other connections or anything like that. And the way I have it rigged up right now is to where it's going to hit the bell crank like this. Some of them have it up here on the throttle body, but the CEO, owner of MME, told me that you can put it pretty much anywhere, you know, in the throttle linkage that makes sense. So for me, I think it makes sense to go here. However, I'm coming across an issue where this is getting hung up on this, and it is causing the throttle to stay open, and that is a major no-no. Not doing that. So I need to come up with a solution to either make this work or to put it somewhere else in the throttle linkage to make it a safe and functional asset to the car. So I have fixed the issue that I was having with the throttle blip hanging up on the linkage here. So I've added this little tab here. It's a little crude looking now, but I will be 3D printing a little pad that goes on here, and I will be making this, all the fasteners, just cleaning that up a little bit. So I've got this rigged up with a tire inflator, which has a bleed valve on it. So when I pump it up, it's gonna stay at that position, and then I'll hit the release valve and it'll go back to where the throttle body is all the way closed. So I just wrapped up my solution for the kick pad here for the auto blip, and it is just a piece of stainless steel strip that I wrapped around it, and it's pretty neat. I got this stuff a long time ago, and I got a bunch of it at the time, so I use it for a bunch of different things. It is stainless steel strip, like I said. It's pretty thin. It's got this nice protective cover on it that you leave on there until you're ready to mount it up. And in this case, it's it's a lot harder metal than the aluminum here, And I wanted to put something over that, not only to cover up these holes, let's see if I can get that to focus, these holes down there, but also to make sure that it doesn't dig into the aluminum, and you know, that it's a harder metal that'll be compatible with the this ram material here. So that's gonna wrap that up, and I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I got plenty more to do today, but it's going to be a long video, and I'm gonna end it off like I said. So, with that said, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.